Want some candy?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
I hear you looking for candy, man, bitch.
Give me some sugar, baby. Like scary movies.
Uh-huh. Want some candy?
Oh, I'm ready. Dr. Sparks, good to go?
Paging Dr. Herman.
You have a telephone call at the front desk. Happy October, Candy Killers! Welcome back to another episode of Monster Candy Podcast, the 1st of October. Maybe the only. We'll see. We'll see. But we're back to talk about the 1920s classic and pinnacle of German Expressionist cinema, riddled with conflicting details of who did what and why they did it. The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, directed by Robert Wiene and written by Hans Janowitz and Karl Mayer. And as usual, the usual suspects or unusual suspects are here. We have a doctor in the house. Dr. Oubliette Sparks from Tsunami Bomb.
Hello.
We got Gucci T. Mike Terry from the Jukebox Romantics.
They call me Dr. Love.
Or Dr. Love. We got all the doctors and myself, Screaming E from the Memphis Murdermen. And yes, take your tits out, everybody. We're going to talk about this silent classic, but before we get into any of that stuff, it's time to talk a little bit about some horror news, brought to you by Time Bomb Toys, located at 300 Camp Horn Road in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Check them out in person or online at timebombtoys.com and get a free Handy J the whole month of October from the Whack Shack right next to them. And maybe the place
find out what a Pittsburgh steamer is.
Still trying to figure out, but I guess I got to go to Pittsburgh to get one.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably nothing good. Being from Pittsburgh
It's
is
nothing
probably
good.
It's nothing good.
Pittsburgh and steamer and one phrase is bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
What I would think it is like
Bad.
getting a hand job by some like old chick that smokes and just drinks a ton of coffee and it's just hot breath in your face the whole time, or a blowjob.
I know what it'd be.
By one.
Mm-mm.
What?
I think that it's when I think it's when a guy pisses on the terrible towel,
Ooh.
puts it in a dryer, takes it out when it's still wet but steaming, and fucking slaps you across the face with it.
I don't know. Could be. It would have to be maybe like a Ravens towel, because that would be sacrilegious to piss on the terrible towel in Pittsburgh.
Maybe dip the terrible towel.
More like Pittsburgh.
Towel in holy water.
Water.
There you go. It's blessed.
Water. Holy water.
Water.
And that.
Good Mount Washington and that. Horror news.
Maybe. Oh, no.
What?
Take the terrible towel and rub it all over. What's his name? Roethlisberger. And get all of his rapist sweat all over it.
All the juices.
Then all the rape sweat, and then put it into a dryer until it's steaming but still wet, and then use it to suffocate a woman. That would be
maybe
Pittsburgh steamer.
Either way, it doesn't sound like it would be good. Whatever.
It's never going to be good.
Oh shit! All right, guys. Horror news. Who's got some?
I do.
I got some sad horror news.
Oh.
Same.
I got some happy horror news.
Maybe
Give me the sad stuff first, so I can.
Well, I have happy and sad.
I just have sad news. You go ahead first, Oubliette, Dr. Sparks.
All right.
fill you in on why she's Dr. Sparks a little later or in a minute.
Maybe
not.
Maybe you guys don't need to know. I don't know.
Yes.
So mine has to do with Frankenstein.
Okay.
The sad news. Is that your sad news?
No.
Okay, great. So obviously this is getting closer to coming out. So they're interviewing everybody who's taken part in it or whatever. And Mia Goth said she doesn't see Frankenstein as a horror film.
Of course
That's
not.
pretty good. That was pretty good.
Adding, and Guillermo said as much. No, her British accent changes every time. She's just fucking cuckoo.
Sometimes it's real Cockney. He's like, hello.
Yeah.
And then sometimes
It's very
more
mousy
elegant.
also.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a little girl. And Guillermo said as much. If anything, it's a family drama. So Goth said that it's not a horror film, it's a family drama, which makes me just like really happy. She goes on to say, it's a story about fathers and sons. It's about forgiveness. It's about redemption, and it's about understanding. And I think people might be surprised at how incredibly moving it is and how much heart there is. It's a story that's been with Guillermo his whole life. He's been thinking about this since he was 10 years old. Guillermo goes on to say that it's only horror in a generic way.
Of course.
Which sounds like he's, I don't know. Anyways, but so we've all, I think, seen the original Frankenstein.
We did an episode on it this year.
There you go. Well, I'm talking about the Universal Week.
The collector-all. The collector.
Yeah, exactly. So there are some religious aspects to it, obviously, creating life, rebirth, father, son, blah, blah, blah. But apparently this one is stemmed in Mexican Catholicism relating to a father and a son. So they said that this is like 100% a Catholic notion of fathers and sons and the pain we transmit from one generation to the next and them having to take on our religion and our baggage. So that's all on that. I don't know what to say. I think, it could be cool, right? So everybody takes the story the way they want. And Del Toro, if he's probably Catholic, so maybe like they keep remarking that he's been wanting to do this since he's 11. So apparently he took from the original Frankenstein something about whatever his dad was putting on him regarding religion and stuff. But it's weird. So like all these interviews have like different remarks about whether it's horror or not, but all of them remark on the Catholic kind of underlying tones of this. So this kind of feels almost like it was always a vanity project, but maybe even more so like a cathartic kind of vanity project for him.
Sounds like it.
So it's either going to be like great or it's going to be a fucking Pittsburgh steamer.
Yeah. It's going to go downtown on that one, right down to the Monongahela River and the Allegheny. Yeah, that's weird. That definitely sounds like it's some therapy.
It's so there's that. So then in kind of more fun news, Brian Bertino, our guy who did The Dark and the Wicked, which is a movie we love, and if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it.
Absolutely.
He's also known for the Strangers movies. He has a movie coming out this Friday. I don't think it's going to the theater. I think it's going straight to Paramount Plus, but it's with Dakota Fanning. It is.
Never mind. Not that she's bad, but the movies she does are bad.
Some of them. I've actually liked some of her stuff, though.
Her earlier
I think
stuff.
I've liked some of the newer ones. Some of the weirder ones.
Go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Anyways, it's okay. So it's funny. The interviews with her, she's like totally taken aback. She said this is the most fun she's ever had in a movie, but also the most challenging because she's pretty much the only actor in the movie, except for like one other person. And in true form for Brian, it is a movie that's going to make you be scared being in your house, which it seems like all of his movies kind of have that tone that surround a house, or can't even say a place. Almost all of his movies surround kind of, things that are transpiring in your home. So she lives alone and is kind of a recluse. She brings an older woman out of the cold. The story seems kind of generic. The woman that comes in from the cold basically gives her a box, and the whole story with the box is it's gonna kill the woman unless she plays by a bunch of ritualistic rules.
Don't touch the box.
No, I think you have to touch the box. I think you have to really touch the box.
The box.
That's what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Dirty girl.
So yeah, it's definitely gonna be like a psychological type horror movie with basically Dakota Fanning in this house, and this box gives her challenges. So I watched the preview and read about it a little more, and unlike some of the movies with this same kind of theme that are very like teenager and like kind of challenge oriented and like a hokey almost like reality show sort of vibe, this is very much kind of like dark lore, supernatural, like how she finds out about the challenges, even it's like barely alluded to, but it looks really, really dark. Thematically, it reminds me of The Dark and the Wicked in the like cinematography, the shadows, the colors in the house. Like it kind of has like a sepia tone through some of it.
Right.
I don't know. It could be good. It does not have a great rating by critics right now, but I don't necessarily. I take that with a grain of salt. And the ones that didn't like it kind of thought it was too serious. So I don't know.
I mean,
but I'm curious to see it because I do really like the stuff he does. Dark and the Wicked, obviously the best, but I don't hate the Strangers movies. Like I like everything he's done. The Dark and the Wicked is just, to me, by far like superior, and
it's the most unique I think he's done for sure.
But what's good is I'm hoping that this movie might get more eyes on that movie because it definitely seems more of the tone of The Dark and the Wicked than the Strangers movies, which is going to be like more of a like mass appeal audience, and people who probably wouldn't look up who a director of a movie was because they just
people that don't have sophisticated movie palettes such as we.
That. So yeah, that is my horror news.
All right. You said you have happy news, right, Gucci?
Yeah. So yeah, should I? I'll finish us off.
All right. Yeah. So I have really sad news. So some papers have been put out that give a date on the for sure demolition of the legendary Monroeville Mall.
Oh.
So that is definitely going to happen. And from what
wait, when is the date?
From what the papers say, the documents say April 1st, which is kind of fucked up.
That's plenty of time. No, stop. Get your head out of the sand.
No.
There's plenty of time for you to get a bunch of people and make a human chain around the mall.
We're going to strap ourselves.
Yeah.
There are enough zombie fans. They are not going to take the hand job fucking palace away from us.
Dude, I'm telling you. But it's 2027. So it's got a few years. But yeah, so these documents were posted. Somehow they got out. And it gives
documents? I mean, come on. This smells like bullshit. Documents.
I don't know.
Yeah, documents.
We've heard all about documents for a while. I haven't seen shit.
Yeah, but unfortunately, starts April 1st. So
that's not the mall where Time Bomb Toys is it?
No. There.
It's not in a mall. It's a strip mall, bro.
Yeah, kind of. It's like
mall
two places.
In the name. Strip mall.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's a bummer. If anyone out there who hasn't gone there yet, I would go. I mean, it's not really.
I was going to say, there's no way to put the whole mall in like a historical society for the movie.
Yeah.
Guys,
no.
Hey, it's okay. I'm a doctor now, so I'm just going to say it's not going to get demolished, and that's just it.
The diagnosis is
That's how this works.
Is there? I got to go on YouTube after we get off and fall asleep to some video of somebody walking around that mall. Is it a dead mall? Like, is there nothing in it?
No, there's stuff in it. There's stuff in it, not as much as it used to be. Just a mall in general, especially
most malls are dead malls. So yeah, that's why I'm asking.
Especially not in like a downtown city. If you're in like a big bustling city, even those ones are dying. But there, it's a little easier because it's.
You're gonna put like roller coasters in them for people to stay there.
But like Monroeville is like a suburb basically of Pittsburgh, so it's like no one's gonna drive 30 minutes to go to see fucking 30 different shoe stores because that's what's in there now. Like
Right.
there's a Finish Line, 2 Foot Lockers, a Journeys. You know, it's like all.
Some one guy walking around there sniffing all the shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
The rest of the mall walkers just walking around buying shoes.
But the Living Dead Museum is in there.
Oh,
So
that could get moved somewhere.
They're working on it, but it really sucks because some places like just got in there like this year.
Oh, that
like new
suck.
businesses. So it's like 2 years is not. It's like what do you do? You just suck it up until you just sink your money into something that's leaving. So that sucks for them. I mean, it sucks for everybody.
I mean, I had to know going into the mall that this could happen.
Especially nowadays. Like I get it. Like I get the business side of it, but yeah, it sucks for horror fans, even though there's not a lot of stuff left from the original mall in Dawn of the Dead, you know, but there's some things,
Dude, forget horror fans. It sucks for the shoppers and consumers.
Yeah, that too. But yeah, so that's a bummer. So if you haven't gone yet, get there. They're having at least 2 more conventions or 4 more there. So you got time. You got 2 years.
I've only driven past it.
Yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is.
Times the J.C. Penney is still standing. Is there still a J.C. Penney?
I think there might be. There's still pennies there.
Of course there is.
Right. It's like J.C. Penney's are like cockroaches. But yeah, that's all my news. Take us home, Terry.
All right, some happy news. And I lost my news because I'm on my phone and it's like in a tab 700 miles away. I don't know where my news went, but
because we all have 4,000 tabs open on our phones.
I do. And I never do it. I never do this on my phone. So my apologies, listeners, as I jump through this. So the Toxic Avenger, which is eventually we're going to do a remake.
That's next.
Rumble.
That's next. That's Gucci.
Now that's streaming. Now that's streaming again. The Toxic Avenger and undue medical debt has cleared $15 million in real life medical debt together, which I think is such a good feel-good story.
Yeah.
So basically, I don't know if you weren't paying attention to this, when the new Toxic Avenger was coming out, which got, you know, pushed and delayed and moved and released on like Labor Day weekend to nobody, and now is streaming. Like I don't know why that this didn't get the push it should have gotten, because it's the Toxic Avenger. Like the IP is strong enough on its own that curious people who never even seen the original ones probably would see it just because the name and because of Peter Dinklage. The money was left on the table here, and I just don't understand why. And I don't think it's even a fucking trauma issue. I think it's some other issue, and I just can't figure out what it is. But
I'm blaming the Dink.
You think so? I don't know. But beyond all that, a big part of this movie was beyond the low budget, obviously, of Trauma, was that they were going to give all the profits and proceeds to real life, like, you know, clearing real life medical debt.
Mm-hmm.
So far, that's how much they've given is $5 million so far from one company, and then they matched it, and then whatever they made from Cineverse stuff, and so they helped 10,000 people.
That's good though.
And nowadays, with the way people have no health insurance, I mean, a lot of people in this country. So like, this is really cool. Like they didn't have to do that. Like it's a movie. Most movies are made with the idea of like, you know, you might, you know, either do something significant and maybe you'll make a little bit of money, or like, you know, it's made to make money. And, you know, obviously it's art. We talk about the art side of it, but it is a business. So, you know, that's good news. And hopefully more will come out of it. And if you haven't seen the new Toxic Avenger, you can watch it at home. And Amazon, and I believe Shudder, and maybe Tubi eventually. I could be wrong. But I know it's out there.
Which took forever, at least on the legal sites.
Dude, I wonder if part of the reason for that is this whole, like, they're trying to take the money from it to give to medical debt. So I wonder if their sort of deal with like the streaming companies were like, can you give us like a percentage of pennies on the dollar, you know, kind of thing, like per stream, or just do you want to pay to host the movie, and like you'll get some sort of we'll get some sort of kickback from that we can put towards like this medical debt thing we're doing as part of the movie, or do you as Shudder want to match anything that we do?
Right.
So anyway, it's rare that good news gets reported, so I'm happy that this is good news. And go watch The Toxic Avenger.
That is good news. And that, that good on them for doing that and not just being like a lot of other people and things and just take the money and run.
Yeah, exactly.
Like all the people with these GoFundMes, they're like, oh my God, I'm dying. I need a GoFundMe. And then you see them on a vacation in like a week or two. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, there was a band that wasn't a real band. They played locally, but they never really toured. They didn't really do anything. And they were like, they made a GoFundMe for The Dream, they called it. Help us build the dream. We're trying to take a school bus and turn it into a house so we can live on the road. This band had never toured before. They never left. I was like, I told the guy right off the bat, like, this is a horrible idea. Like, you're going to get this big, giant school bus and it's not going to work. Like, everybody knows school buses are like a no-no in touring. And he's like, nah, we're going to build it out. It's going to be great. We can live there. Da, da, da. We just need everybody's help. And like, I was like, please don't do this. Don't do this. Of course, he got his money on GoFundMe, and then he built it. They did 1 3-day weekend tour, and then pocketed the rest of the money into his fucking hangout wagon.
Yeah, that's how people do it. Yeah, so many people do that shit. Like, I still see it. They're like, oh my God, and then they take a fucking vacation to wherever. And you're like,
right?
What are you doing, you fucking scumbag?
Mm-hmm.
With zero shame. And then they always have some sort of like, oh, but I already had this booked like before my problem.
Yeah, sure.
Fucking liar. No, you didn't. You just took that money and bounced. God damn my morals.
I took this money. I found this money. We found the cure for AIDS.
Yeah. I found the cure for my unhappiness, and that's not having money to go on vacations, take elaborate vacations. Yeah. Well, thanks for that. Happy news. It's good news, and it'd be cool if other companies and actors and studios and such did the same thing, but I don't foresee that happening.
No,
not in the meat grinder we call society, or the reality where they're just, let's crank out. We need more money. Let's crank it out. Got $75 billion for this movie. All right, we'll just dump it into the next money
house.
Wow. He's not for sale, apparently.
I saw that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, drop that news. What's not for sale? I'm enlightened.
Blumhouse, which is really stupid because everybody should have a fucking number.
Yeah.
He said he's not for sale?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really?
It's because he wants to get fucking Nightmare on Elm Street and Jason. That's why.
Yep. He wants to get really paid. No.
He wants to get those two franchises, and then he's waiting for Quentin to buy him.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know if Quentin Tarantino has money to buy Blumhouse, but
I bet
he could get the money.
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I think.
But then you'd have to listen to him talk about it.
Which is tough. It's so hard to hear him.
It's going to be getting worse as he
talk
gets
about
older.
anything. Oh, I bet. This would be completely incoherent or coherent, depending on what timeline you're on. I don't know. Anyway, anyone got anything else?
I thought I like you said timeline, and I just heard line, and I was like, yeah. Whether it's his first line of the night or the last one in the morning, it does dictate how much you're going to get out of them.
Yeah. Also accurate. Very much so. All right, guys, that's been Horror news. All right, guys. Das Cabinet. Dr. Sparks. Dr. Caligari. So, hypnotist Dr. Caligari uses a somnambulist, Caesar, to commit murders. Simple, effective, and off to the races we go with this fucking classic. What do we like about it, guys? Or what don't we like about it?
Talk about that word you just used. In the fucking subtitles, they use it almost every time, and then finally twice just say sleepwalker.
Yeah. Well,
it was the only time I talked to the TV during this, and I'm like, oh, finally, they just realized they don't have to be pretentious. They can just fucking say sleepwalker.
It was the
Say
20s,
Sleepwalker.
man.
I would say,
It was the
yeah,
20s.
with Sleepwalker the term in the 20s?
I mean,
Then,
like, as
then why did they
definition,
use
I
it
guess.
twice in the subtitles?
Well, that goes
English,
those
I
to the
guess.
newer subtitles.
Yeah.
But no, all the other ones said I'm not going to try to say it.
Okay.
This somnambulist.
Somnambulous.
Stumble in somnambulism.
But do you guys know whose favorite movie this is?
Oh, no. Who's?
This is good or bad. By the look, I don't know. Who's?
No fucking way. Neither of you fuckers know this. Nicolas Cage says this is the best movie that's ever made.
I mean, there's an argument. I won't disagree or agree with him, but there's an argument.
The scary thing about this movie is that rewatching it, and now, the version that's out now is like a cleaned up 4K version of it, but it doesn't look like a movie from that's 100 years old. It's just crazy. It looks like it could have came out recently and it was just some like weird art movie.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, did you guys watch because I think on Shudder it's the 4K restoration one, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome. Like, I love the
it
whole
looks crazy.
It looks crazy.
Impressionist thing. It's like super fucking crazy visually. And when they use the nitrate prints, the different ones, I always love when they do that instead of having just all black and white, like the greens, the yellows, and the blues.
So didn't they dye the film to get that to happen? That's how that happens.
Yeah.
I think they just put a color in front of it, don't they?
Yeah, they use filters. They use all kinds of shit.
But no, I think back then they had to physically dye the film.
Could be. I'm not.
Yeah, I think they ran it through a dye.
Could be. Yeah, because like the nitrate. Yeah.
What a smart idea though, to like represent the day and night by just doing that, or like different moods.
Right. Well, it definitely helps, especially if it's a fucking silent movie. You're like, okay, I get it. I can feel what's going on. When I talked about this on my little mini-sode some years ago, like being a silent movie and subtitles, which everybody knows I fucking hate. Like, this doesn't bother me. Like this, Nosferatu, like those things don't bother me because just visually they're so interesting, especially this because it's just fucking crazy. It's like you're tripping. Like, all the 100%. Crazy shapes, and we're all artists here. It's one of my visually one of my favorite movies to watch just because it's fucking nuts. And then you start seeing stuff, in modern movies or just newer movies from 60s or 70s, 80s, whatever, that you can point back and be like, oh, that's totally like Long Legs. I mentioned it when they like some of the shots, and because they had a lot of triangles and stuff. Yeah, you're like, oh, that's 1,000% Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. So
also, there's a cut scene in Nicolas Cage's Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Yeah,
that is actually just Dr. Caligari and him in the makeup of the sleepwalker driving a car.
Awesome.
In case you want to look that up.
I mean, this obviously seems like a movie. This is a Nicolas Cage movie. I would 100% see him just sitting there, like naked, greased up, being weird and being like just drunk off
raven.
his ass. Yeah, with his raven, like this is
and
art.
His octopus.
Yeah,
what is it? His monitor or yeah, whatever.
His lizard.
Komodo dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, do you see this? No, stop, watch.
Like, this is one of the things that
this is great.
You have to watch when you go hang out with Nicolas Cage. You sit there and it's not even, it's an hour. What did I say? An hour and 9 minutes or whatever. No, it's like 4 days of being locked in a room with Nicolas Cage, just like pausing it and going on dissertations.
Could you imagine being locked in a room with Nicolas Cage and Quentin Tarantino watching this?
No. Cocaine would be flying.
I am not a suicidal person, but I think that I would actually, a few hours in, I think I would end it.
Things would start, because they both like to drink too, so things would start off semi-coherent, where you're like following it. You're like, okay, following the two conversations they're having, and they'd be having two completely separate conversations.
Totally. But making gestures at each other.
Yeah. And somehow they would understand and they'd be like, they'd be communicating. And then
Cage would be doing his Elvis hands.
Oh my God. You'd be like, man, that thing's huge. You see that chair? The guy sitting, oh man, that's huge. But yeah, the longer and more drunk they would get, it would just devolve into fucking chaos where nothing makes any sense, and you would just have to sit there for hours, days on end.
Tarantino would be chewing gum and being like, yeah. Sets out of paper sets. Let's do paper sets. Let's do paper sets. Hey, Juliette Lewis, I have her phone number. Let's call Juliette Lewis. Rose McGowan, she's fucking going crazy, but man, we can give her cheap. We'll call her. She loves paper sets.
Oh my God. And he'd always have to be touching you. No, like to get his point across.
Nikki, Cage, you'd be perfect. Let's, do you have makeup? Bro, let's get some makeup. Let's put makeup on you. This would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be fucking nuts. In fact, I'm kind of getting more interested in the idea. Like, let's make this happen.
I feel like you and I should film a short. You can be Cage. I'll be Tarantino.
Yeah, we'll just go. Terry could sit on the corner just being like, oh my God, I need out of this fucking room. And be like, no, man.
Terry can feed us.
I'll be the dead body.
You can feed us fake alcohol and fake cocaine.
Yeah,
no, I just want to be an actual corpse. It's a slowly dying.
You can be. Oh, you should be Bernie.
Yeah,
exactly.
Or leaving from Clue, the body.
Oh, yeah.
The body. Yeah, or leaving right now when they fucking trot him out on there and be like, "You're singing your songs, dude."
Just put me down on the ground like the guy from Saw in the first Saw movie. I was just like there in my blood for a while. Then just get up when they're done talking and walk away.
We could just cover him in paper and put makeup on him.
Absolutely. One of the other things I liked about it is Caesar the somnambulist. All right.
Number one paid actor in Casablanca.
See? Really?
Yep. Conrad he was the Nazi. Yep. And he was the number one. Little known fact.
Yep.
Go on.
But his character, like some critics have touted this as like the first true horror movie, which I can see their argument, but especially him, he's like the template for The Shape, Michael Myers, for Jason, like the plotting doom and terror that's coming to get you no matter what. Even in Frankenstein, the monster, like, because they have almost the same scene where he comes in through the window and abducts the woman, but it's the same. They're both just like,
that's my favorite scene.
Things. Right. It's super crazy.
Like when he's on the rooftop, like just holding her and she's just draped across his arm, like the silhouettes and how like angular all the buildings are, like that to me is just like pure art.
We didn't even
like
talk about the fucking angles of everything.
It's crazy.
So many angles.
That's the coolest part. I mean, like the scene, like to me, the story is fun for its time. It's great, whatever, like the acting, whatever. But just looking at it, like you could take away the subtitles, you could take away everything and just like watch it. And it's just beautiful.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I think that's why this movie, is so important and sticks to it stays that the test of time and relevant is because this. Okay, so like let's put it away the insane fact that the non-linear framed storytelling is like very rare at the time in general. That is crazy on its own. But then just the way that the movie fucking looks is crazy. Just like if they were like, oh yeah, the story sucks, but this movie looks great. And for 1920, you fucking go stare at the fucking, a fucking horse running on screen. So it's just like, to see this, it's just like, it's crazy. But
it bombed on its first release, and then they remarketed it, and then put it back out, and then it did great.
It only made $9 million in today's standard, like in the inflation change. And at that time, in 1921, the top movie made $9 million in 1921. So that's a huge fucking, huge jump.
Well, it's definitely a genre flick, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, but there was no genre flicks back then. Every movie was just a movie back then. Right?
I know, but it was post World War I at that point.
I mean,
I would be curious to see what was doing well then, because I'm going to guess it's happier stuff.
Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse was the number one movie.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
and that religious, you got to believe in something.
Somewhat religious, so maybe positive.
Well, that goes to Karl Mayer and Janowitz, the writers. So they both, they were both pacifists coming out of World War I and everything. And this is one of those movies, just like a lot of great movies, where the longer time goes by, people really try to like, I'm gonna project what I think it is, because there's stuff where it's like is it about, warmongers in Germany, or how the German people need a fucking, an authoritarian type thing, and blah, blah. There's a million different things.
Oh,
that it
yeah,
could be.
especially like using the when he's asking for a permit right off the
Right.
bat, where the permit office, the clerk is sitting on the super high chair.
Yeah.
To represent like the,
authority.
low levels.
Yeah. And he just
authority,
kind of
Yeah.
dismisses them. And it's, sure.
It could be. Who knows?
It could be. I mean, for one, the writers definitely wanted to say something about authority, whether it be wartime authority or just people's need for authority, being like, just tell me what to do. Like Caesar, the somnambulist, like, just here, I'm Dr. Caligari. Here's your orders. Are you a soldier or are you just a normal person? I mean, fucking, we're living through it right now. Just, everyone needs someone to tell them what to do, whether it's
Sure.
politicians, entertainers, whoever. You're waiting for someone's opinion, or like, hey, go do this thing. You're like, yeah, I like this now. Or I'm, just blindly following anything. So that's for sure. The one interesting thing that I liked about the lore not of the story, but of the writers, is so they went to court against Vine because he changed the ending, or so they say. Because there's a bunch of different stories. Some people are like, no, that was the story in the screenplay you had. That was the ending.
Right.
So, they wanted it. What they said is they wanted it to, spoiler alert, everybody, is when, what's his fucking, what's the character's name?
Oh,
Francis, the main guy, he ends up being crazy, like he goes through this whole elaborate story where they're gonna get Dr. Caligari for stealing people and, committing all these crimes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it all takes place from like sanitarium, a crazy house.
Yeah.
So he goes there and he gets everyone in there to like, look, he's the bad guy. Lo and behold, all the
Right.
characters from the story are patients, and so is he. So it starts off with him, the main character, like recanting this tale to this guy, and you don't know where they're at, and then his love walks by and she's all like a fucking zombie. But in the end, it ends up him being crazy, where they just wanted it, or so they say, wanted it to be Dr. Caligari's an evil guy. The authority gets it and he exposes the authority, and that's the way they wanted it. But how it ended up being, which I like this ending too. I also think if that in fact was the original ending, I thought would be cool too, because it would just be what it is. It's not like, oh, here's a twist. There wouldn't be a twist. It would just be, hey, I exposed this evil guy for doing this shit, this mad doctor. But
yeah, but the current ending is great because you can just have arguments and conversations forever over like, was it real or was it really happening? Or,
right. And then, years later, I forget who it was, either Mayer, one of the two, Mary Anowitz, did an interview, and he's like, oh yeah, that's how the story, that's how the ending was. And there's just all this, again,
ambiguous,
over 100 years old. So who fucking really knows? Nobody was there. They just have, and they have documents and shit that totally discredit and contradict the other things that were said. But I mean, that just, with everything, it gives it more like, oh shit, what really happened? But as far as the story goes, I mean, I like it. Like, I like the story. I like the shots, especially the one part, probably my favorite, is when Caesar's opening his eyes. The whole carnival scene in the beginning, when he shows off Caesar, it's like, I love that part. But yeah, the part where it's just his head and he's slowly opening his eyes. I'm like, dude, that's fucking rad. And then it shows him in the coffin in the box, and the doctor's all like, rah. But this movie totally reminds me of Something Wicked This Way Comes, though. The Disney.
That just got added to Disney Plus
I
this
saw
week.
that.
And I'm so excited about that.
I mean, I own it, but everyone should watch it because it's like my favorite Disney movie.
We should try to do that this October.
That was on my list.
What about Mr. Boogedy? That one's good too.
Yeah, that one's good too.
And Return to Boogedy.
Escape from Witch Mountain's a good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, what about you, Terry? What else did you like about it?
Oh, I really liked the aesthetic of the movie is what kept me going with it. Of course, I was enjoying the story, but I guess when I first saw this movie was like in a introductory to film class in like college, beginning of college or end of high school, like a film class. And I guess the version we watched back then was much different. It was either on like a dub from like the library or something. So like at the time, it just definitely flowed differently. It definitely didn't have the same music. I think the music that's on Shudder is the original sheet music.
It is.
So that's pretty cool. This movie, I like it. With super old movies like this, you especially like just as a poor example, like because it's like 50 years later or 30 years later, like a Vincent Price movie, or like any sort of old horror movie, even like a Psycho. I don't really get like scared or a feeling of dread or this is going to be scary or different or weird with those movies. But this movie somehow nails being creepy and eerie like right off the bat. And maybe part of that is because the film is old and because things that look old like that are scary. But I think it's just scary. It's like, even from the beginning, like his fucking friend's giant fucking eyes just staring at him when he's telling him the story about his zombie girlfriend. And just like, just like the style is just scary. And it's so like, it's so like the non-cartoony version of like what Tim Burton is trying to copy now.
Right.
For the last 20 years. And I think the scariness gets lost in the absurdity of the sets, but that just creates just an uneasy feeling because of all the unnatural angles. So I don't know. This movie I really enjoy just aesthetically. Obviously the story's amazing, but even like the down to the acting, like some of the acting is very well done. Some of it is not good at all. But because you have stage actors trying to do film because this is such an early film. So like, how do we act on camera? Some of it just comes off very silly. But man, like there's it does hold up, and it is very, very, very much worth the watch.
Well, I think a lot of the creepiness too, especially with old silent movies like this, is the way they move. Because there's sometimes they are speeding the film up.
The frame rate is different.
It's just like it's creepy because it's all real time movement of how a lot of horror movies make the weird creatures like twitch and fucking come at you. Except this is just like normal people acting, and they're like, oh, blah blah blah. It's fucking creepy, and the sets are all crazy all the time, and it's all the wardrobes are fucking wild too.
Yeah. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did rewatching it. So it's definitely an important watch for any film lover, especially horror.
I agree. What about you, Oobs?
I think it's beautiful. Like I said, the acting is fine. I love anything with like stark contrast. And I love hard angles. I love beautiful cinematography. I like cool sets. So for me, this is great. Like, you don't see things like this until like Forbidden Zone has similar sets and feeling to it in parts, although that movie is super fucking weird. Obviously Tim Burton, which
Tim Burton this is Tim Burton.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he ended up pairing with Danny Elfman, which is Forbidden Zone, or it's Danny Elfman's brother who did Forbidden Zone.
Right.
I feel like that's kind of like the path. You see a few splatterings here and there before that, but I love that kind of stuff. I love the super kind of creepy colors, stripes, angles. They did so much with so little, and I always love movies that do that. Especially, and when we say so little, like really so little, and just the time period, the resources they had, everything. Like, it is amazing that this still is such a beautiful movie. The score is great. Yeah. Like,
I agree
to
with
me,
all of that.
Yeah, to me, it's there's certain scenes in this movie that you'll relate to other things as you see things in the real world. Like, it will remind you of those. And I think those are the movies that are so important, that they have these kinds of visuals that will stick with you and like imprint in your brain to where you'll relate them to things like throughout your life. And certain silhouettes or shapes will be like related back to those. So yeah, that is what I love about it.
Is there anything you didn't like about it?
I mean, the base of the story is good. I think they could have done, even though I just said they had little research, everything else, I think there's things that possibly they could have done more, but that could just be like the modern person talking in me. I think for the time, like it was packed full of stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But back to what I liked. What I thought was interesting that I never paid attention to before was when the words are on the screen, the background of the words and how it shifts and the shape of the color behind the words. Almost every single frame looks like a tattoo someone could get or like a piece of artwork, which is crazy.
Absolutely. Go to sleep.
Baby.
I fell asleep.
I know. He started singing you a lullaby.
No way.
Yeah, Daddy Terry went down.
Oh, it's been a week.
It's getting late. We've all been crazy busy lately, guys. So like, you're lucky. You haven't had an episode. Yeah, I know.
And we're not spring chickens anymore, y'all.
We're not. But we're making it happen.
No, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. I agree.
That was great.
Yeah, I agree with you, Oubliette. It's like, it's with movies this old, like you really have to look at it for what it is and how it is in that time. Because if you like retroactively put any sort of modern like lens on it, it doesn't work because it's so far removed from where we are right now that you kind of just have to.
Yeah, but like how are we not like fucking hearing about people like losing their minds when they saw this movie when it came out? Like it's so crazy.
You know,
it's like so well done. Like to see something like that in the theater, wouldn't you fucking be jaw dropped and be like, "This is the greatest thing I've ever seen." Like your brain couldn't comprehend it. Your shitty 1920 brain couldn't handle it. Like
the only thing I really
this is like this is just a step below Wizard of Oz craziness.
Right. The only thing I really saw was one account of a woman screaming when Caesar opens his eyes. And it's like,
ooh.
Yeah. But other than that, people are just like, I think it's so artsy that people were just enamored by it. They're just like, holy shit, this is just an amazing movie. And that's like, for me, that I don't like reading subtitles, but this movie is what it is. It's a silent movie, so there's zero way of getting around that. So for me, there's nothing I really didn't like about it. Like I love watching it. I love looking at it. The story, I like the story of the mad doctor, and he's, into the occult, and he's working on getting this sleepwalker to do his evil bidding. And he's the main doctor at a asylum, which is perfect for, victims and would-be somnambulists that he can, throw out into the world and do his bidding. But also him being like, that's his like day job. His other job is this fucking carny guy with this walking zombie, basically, that he goes from town to town and, kills people. So that, I like that. I mean, carnivals are just creepy anyway, especially back then, or even through like the 70s, like we were talking about with Something Wicked This Way Comes.
Totally.
So that I'm like, all right, I can totally dig on the theme of this movie because it's creepy. Asylums, period, are creepy, and there's been so much fucked up shit that's gone on from the doctors that run those places or have worked there, which is why most of them don't exist anymore. So I like the story. There's nothing really I don't like about it. I love the score. I think the score is also something that lends it to being fucking creepy.
I mean, if this is, it's considered the first horror film, right? So it's like,
to some, yeah. I mean,
like right off the bat, it's fucking like nothing but scary. So I don't know.
Right. But the music is it's whimsical, but everything that's happening in the movie is just a downer from like the beginning. It's like, hey, buddy, me and you both love this woman we just met. We'll still be friends, even if she chooses the other one. Like, it'll be okay. And then his buddy gets killed. Like that's like the first 5 minutes of the movie, 10 minutes of the movie. And from then on, it's just craziness. Like, are you going crazy? Is he going crazy? What's going on? So I think it does like a good job mixed in with the fucking goofy ass sets and
Oh
the
my God,
designs. So
I
it's
know we
like,
said it so many times, but the sets of this movie are crazy.
yeah. Is there anything you don't like about it, Terry?
No, because the things I don't like about it are just like a product of the times. Like
Right.
it's like if you were to make this movie today with today's technology, but had the same story, I think I would like it just as much. I think it would hit the same way. I think it's the stuff that are bring it down for me a little bit is just certain choices or that were made that are not like really, they're more nitpicky than anything. So there's nothing I generally don't like about this movie at all.
Right. Yeah, I mean, me either. Dr. Sparks.
If I was going to be critical, I would say the only reason I would watch this movie was for the sets and the visuals and not necessarily anything else.
Okay. I can agree with that. Especially like this is one of the movies that if I feel like people know about it and may have seen some things. It's like in the horror community, like everybody knows Nosferatu. He's a fucking creepy vampire. Like that's Dracula. This, I feel like they know some of the imagery, but they don't really, I don't think they've ever really watched the movie because it doesn't get talked about enough, I think, or at least I don't hear
it's in
about
a lot
it.
of film classes for sure.
Right. That for sure. But as far as like the general like horror fan,
But it's not referenced a lot.
right.
No.
And there's so much stuff that this influenced that I think if more people actually sat down and watched it, they'd be like, oh shit. So that's where Tim Burton got everything he's ever done, except for, a handful of stuff, but like any of his,
Or at least his visuals, like his
Right,
aesthetic was so
Right.
like heavily influenced by that. And so many people like love that. You see people, what's crazy to me is especially like maybe in the communities we've been a part of or like people we've known, how many people who have been covered in fucking Tim Burton tattoos. Whereas like the entire time I watched this movie, literally every 2 seconds, I was like, that would be a cool as shit tattoo. And I have seen so few tattoos of this movie, which is nuts. Or if I have, it's just been of that like one carrying woman scene, which is cool as shit. But there were so many other parts that are like
the hands,
visually unlike anything else.
the shadows.
Right.
Well, I think didn't Bauhaus use a fucking picture of this or one of those goth bands in the early 80s?
Oh, like
Sisters of Mercy. I don't know. Somebody used
I'm sure.
like some of this imagery, but again, it's one of those things that where I think people see it, but they don't know where that's from.
Totally.
So when they would watch it, be like, oh shit, that was on an album cover. Or like they did this. But yeah, you're absolutely right, Oubliette. There's so many scenes, so many pictures, so much imagery that would be fucking a rad tattoo or just super cool in general and crazy.
Or like on your wall, just
it's
artwork.
100% artwork. Like the whole movie is artwork. So yeah, I agree. I don't know, you guys want to rate it?
Let's rate it.
Yeah. Who wants to go first?
I'll go.
Yeah. Terry, take
I
it.
will give this 4 out of 5 candy corns
Hell yeah, brother.
for all of the reasons.
Rest in peace, Hulk. But not
Rest in-
really.
rest
You were
in
kind of
peace,
an
brother.
asshole.
Yeah, rest in piss.
Not really. You were kind of a
Yeah.
dickbag.
They all are, man. There's so many there's pro wrestling back in that day. There's so many shit bags, and I love Superfly Jimmy Snuka, but he killed his wife for his
Oh, he
girlfriend.
killed his wife. Yeah.
Yeah. Oubliette, what do you got?
I'm sorry, but Mick Foley is a saint.
Oh, well, that's true. He is a saint.
Yeah, from what I've heard.
Don't fuck with
No,
me on that.
no.
I mean, I've heard some stories, but he
People would hear stories about us too, bro.
he apologized. This is like I saw
The entire
I saw the
decade of my
exchange.
20s.
Right. I'm not
Okay.
saying he rectified the situation, but anyway, yeah, Mankind, dude, love.
That's Jack.
Cactus Jack, indeed. What do we got, Oobs?
I feel like you're making me go now so I can't like sway the average.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
no,
so you, or so
E
you can
always
sway
goes
the
last.
average higher.
E
Because if I
always
go
goes
low,
last.
you're going to go
Oh no,
extra high.
this is I'll go.
Yeah,
So
E
you can
goes
do whatever
first.
you want.
We can't let E go last anymore. He always goes last.
Look, if anyone follows me on social media, they know how much I fucking love this movie.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't.
wearing the shirt.
Look, I'm wearing the shirt. I got the
shirt.
fucking Blu-ray in the back. I got the poster on my wall. This
shit.
for being a silent movie that I have to fucking read. I love everything about this movie. This is my favorite silent movie, hands down. So,
Do you like a lot of silent movies?
I mean, Nosferatu. There's some other like old
Oh,
random
yeah.
silent movies that are just like. I just saw what do you call it?
Okay, carry on.
The Lost World silent movie, fucking
Okay.
awesome. I got to see that with Phil Tippett too, by the way. Just
Ooh,
saying.
good old,
Yeah.
your old buddy.
Yeah. But for this movie, The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, I'm giving it, count 'em, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spooky candy
Wow.
corns. And it's
Really?
because I think this is one of the most important movies to horror and just in general because of the art. And like, I love, there's some abstract stuff that's cool and there's some abstract stuff that's shitty. I think everything in this is used extremely well to further the mood of the movie and to make it even more creepy. And like you were saying before, Oobs, is just visually, like you can watch this movie and like it just to watch it visually and not pay attention to the story at all. And still be like, dude, this movie is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Based on the visuals alone. But again, having seen a bazillion other horror movies where it's like, oh, Michael Myers, oh, Jason, oh, whatever, zombies, whatever. Even, The Last Man on Earth. Like all the vampires look like fucking Caesar. You know what I mean? They just black eyes and they're just like, there's so much that this movie has influenced that I think it's
everything Johnny Depp does.
So I'm giving it a 5. And
oh my God, a 5. I think you said 4.
No, 5.
No, he said 5.
This is your first 5?
No, I've given 5s before, but this
Liar.
He's
given 5s.
Yeah. Frankenstein I gave a 5, and The Living Dead.
Oh, you did.
But again, just for its cultural significance and just being an art, because like you said, they'll show it in like film classes. They'll also show it in art classes, and it's in art textbooks because it's obviously German Impressionism. So I think there's a lot more than just like a spooky movie and some spooky characters that go into it. So it's number 5 for me. Your turn.
That's so artsy of you.
Sometimes the artist in me comes out, because even though I hate most artists, I can appreciate some stuff such as this. And this is a banger for me.
Mm-hmm.
The floor is yours.
Because
I could cut the tension with a knife.
No, there's no tension, bro. We love each other. It's fine. We're all friends here.
Anticipation.
It was made so fucking long ago, and it looks better than 90% of the things I see right now.
At least way more interesting looking.
I'm going to give that bish a 4.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. That comes out to an average of 4.3 fucking candy corns.
Whoa.
For our
great.
first movie of October, and maybe only. But
It won't be the only one.
It won't
Have
be
a
the
little
only-
faith.
Yeah, please.
Have a little faith. But I will say this. If I had seen this as a teenager, I probably would have given it a 5 today. But the first time I saw it front to back was now.
Right.
Which, I mean, honestly, actually, I give it so much appreciation, like I said, because it is beautiful. And I was really taken aback by how well it still looked. And that remaster is just the tits. So
The
So
remaster
good.
and the having the proper score makes it way better.
that score is so good.
Yeah, the version I must have seen like in high school was probably like this, not that version, obviously.
Right.
It was not.
Because the
It was
first time,
clunkier. It's definitely different.
the first time I saw it, it was all just like black and white, fucking terrible quality.
Yeah, black and white, like definitely like a VHS dub version.
Right.
Sped up, like definitely at the wrong speed.
Yeah, the score was fucking weird, and then I'm pretty sure it was missing some scenes. And
No,
then
was it? I think it's just sped up. I think it's like too fast.
No, not the restoration. Like the old ones that weren't like. I think there were some scenes missing that they got and put back into it, or the other way around. But yeah, and a lot of the times with silent movies, because I've tried to watch Metropolis is another good one, but it's way too fucking long.
It's very long.
It's so long. But if there's like a right score and then there's all the other ones, some of those scores are so fucking bad that it is such a drag to watch the movie. Same with Nosferatu, same with this, but there's a lot of ones that the score is everything. When I saw the Lost World, they had a live orchestra, which was super fucking cool, and they did like, I don't even know if that thing had a score when it was made. I think it was just all silent. But the score they had, it was appropriate. It was like, it felt like that's part of the movie. So score is everything. But yeah, I agree with everybody. I'm so glad you guys watched this.
Yeah, my husband liked the score too. He actually was going to watch the movie with me, and then 10 minutes in, he said the colors of the film and the score gave him the best sleep he's had in a long time. He woke up as the movie was over, and he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I fell asleep, but I slept so well." I was like, "Yeah."
Oddly soothing, yet creepy. As we're playing the score right now while Terry's drifting off into dream about Cesar the somnambulist and Dr. Caligari. Maybe Terry's Dr. Caligari.
Not, but my children see a Dr. Caligaris. That's their pediatrician.
That's
Rosemary,
awesome.
Rosemary Caligaris. It's the same name. It's just an S.
Right? Jesus Christ. Oh yeah. One other thing. So Caesar is stabbing people. I mean, with a fucking giant knife. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
That's Michael Myers.
And there's just a dummy. I like the doll. I love that. I love when the first time you see the doll, how it's like on the rock or whatever with its neck backwards.
Yeah.
You're like,
I love how the doll is
very convincing.
The doll's in the coffin or the cabinet, and he's just sitting there sleeping next to it, just sitting there.
Cabinet.
What the hell is he doing?
I love old movies like this when they use the dummies to throw, like they did it in Frankenstein, a bunch of other ones, but it's hilarious. And I love watching it. Every time I see it, I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Just dummy limbs everywhere. Ooh.
I'll leave you with one little influence there. The last full length that Jukebox Romantics put out, the album art is Dr. Caligari inspired.
See, it's everywhere. It's fucking everywhere. And I think even if you're not a fan of silent movies, if you are into horror, I think you should definitely check this out because there's so much other stuff to like about it than just, oh, it's a fucking old creepy movie. If you like art, you're going to love it because as it's playing right now, it's the part where he's on top of the roof with, with the chick, and just the imagery itself is fucking awesome. So check it out and you're going to see a bunch of other things that were influenced by it and you won't be able to not see it from here on out. You'll be like, yeah, oh yeah, that's totally from the cabinet of Dr. Caligari. So I just think it's
heavy influence. Heavy influence.
It's just so important. It's an important movie that everyone should see. And I don't think enough people actually see it front to back. But next movie we're doing, it's the remake Rumble. We're going to try. I'm ready.
Toxic Avenger.
Toxic Avenger.
Something versus.
We're going to try.
We're going to try.
Toxic Avenger 2025 or 2022 or whatever year it actually was made.
There's so many things to say about it. I watched them. There's stuff to say. So we're going to try and get it out. We're all busy. Both the Jukebox Romantics and Tsunami Bomb will be festing down there in Gainesville, Florida. So if you're down there,
check
at
Disney.
And Disney. By the time,
oddly enough, last time I was in Disney, I was stopped twice to take pictures. Super weird.
See, maybe it'll be third time.
Just because the band. But I have a couple of ideas for maybe a couple little short episodes in October.
Ooh,
fun.
That we could knock out in like 20 minutes.
I love that.
Always down for that. Yeah. What else? Jukebox Romantics got a bunch of shows coming up, right?
Oh yeah, we got a record coming out next week.
Look at that.
So just pushing that, doing that. Got a record release party.
An album they have another keyboardist on. That's not me.
It's a guitar player. We hired from within.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm sure it's going to sound great.
You don't even have a keyboard. It's in California.
I have 3 keyboards in my motherfucking barn. It's just not the one I play with right now.
Well,
we went through this before you started recording.
Don't start with me, Terry.
Excuse me.
I'm sure the keyboards on your album are going to sound great.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, we got that. Tsunami Bomb will be at the fest in Gainesville playing
2 shows.
2 shows.
And Saturday night, there's only 4 tickets left. And Friday night, guys, all the tickets are remaining other than 3. So they only do a few single ticket sales, but most is wristbands. So the show will be packed. But
it'll be amazing.
If you don't want to go to fest, but you just want to see us on Friday night, please buy a ticket. Because there's many.
Many as of now. There's still time. So
but Saturday you're fucked.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 left.
Absolutely fucked. You're fucked. Got the Memphis Murder Men playing Halloween up at the El Verano Inn.
Strictly
Sonoma County.
Cover set.
Sonoma County.
Sonoma County.
Fuck yeah.
Sonoma County.
Sonoma. Last time we played this crazy bar, it was supposed to be, rumor has it used to be a brothel. I believe it, but the last time we played with it.
Where's it at?
Sonoma. I don't know. What
town in Sonoma County?
I'm not too sure.
The whole county.
The last time we played it was like a decade ago. We played with Fang. So I've been there twice.
Cool.
But if you guys are anywhere near any of us during the times we just mentioned, come see us. And
are you going to do any covers?
You know, we used to do like an all Misfit set for Halloween time.
Yeah, Halloween, you got to do a Misfit set.
We'll do a couple oldies.
Yo, did you hear the new AFI record?
Stop. Yes. We're not getting into that now. We're doing.
Okay.
We got to start that at like horror news for next podcast.
Okay. I'm not an AFI
because Davy
fan.
Crockett is a whole other thing.
Yeah, he's turned into a professional troll.
He's just he wrote a Cure record. It's the Cure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever gets the money coming in. There's method to that. But we'll talk about that on another
method
episode.
Is a great word.
Yes. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. Check out
to the point.
Yeah, the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Check us out next time. Hopefully, in a week or 2, we'll have another episode for the Toxic Avenger Remake Rumble. If not, we'll get some shorties. This one's for my shorties.
We might get some sprinklings in all around the place. All over the place.
We're going to try because we care about you guys.
Sprinkler it.
Yeah. Also, go on our social media and post some comments of some movies that maybe we should do that we're just not thinking about.
Yeah.
I don't really care about what you guys think we should watch, but
we're going to do what we want.
So.
I'm always down.
But anyway, if this is the last time we see you or talk to you for October, have a happy Halloween.
Fuck off. We'll see you before that. I think.
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah, who knows?
After this.
But
And if not, then think of us.
yes, while you're
Think of us while you're eating candy corn.
fucking
Think of
candy
us
corns.
while you're putting on your masks. Think of us while you're
bobbing for
think
apples.
of us.
giving someone the old Pittsburgh steamer.
Slobby knobber. Yeah.
Until then, we'll see you later. Fucking little jerkwads.
We love you.
You little somnambulists out
Oh,
there.
you little beautiful sleepwalkers.
I'm just sleeping.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Good night, little Terry. Good night. Good night.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. Awesome.
But yeah, Terry, that first time you fell asleep, I was singing you a lullaby.
Burton just looks that big old storm right square in the eye and he says, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Your move, creep.
Listen to them. Children of the night. What music they make.